Today I'll be reviewing for you the Kraken's Blood matte paste from Barbaric Style. Now this is a new barber-owned brand out of Texas. Their owner is a former first responder turned barber who actually worked with Flagship Pomade to make this formula here, which they say is a water-soluble matte paste that provides a heavy or firm hold with a matte finish and low texture. They report that this product was inspired by a long 12-hour shift as a corrections officer, needing something that could withstand not only the shift itself time-wise, but everything that came with it. And once again, the brand actually worked with Flagship Pomade to handcraft this custom formula to meet every single need they envisioned. Price-wise, we are looking at $18 for 4 ounces. Moving over to the scent now, we've got something really nice here. It's listed as Ocean Spiced Cologne, and good lord, it's addicting. It's definitely one of those banger colognes we've seen come out of the Flagship warehouse for quite a while now. I don't doubt someone might find it too strong based on some feedback I've gotten from others, but I think the majority of you will love it as much as I do. Looking inside the jar here now, we've got a nice and creamy paste here. It's like one level above lotion-like for me. It's very creamy, very slick, and in the hand you get a great first look at the dryness level you're about to see in the styling. And trust me, you really feel it. That dryness isn't messing around. It's out in full force here, even in the scoop, so you can bet that it's going to have some serious power in the hair. Moving over to the styling test now, we're going to be using it as directed on fully washed and blow-dried hair, and as I said a second ago, that tack is not messing around. It comes right off the hand and into the hair with some really nice slickness, but that tack comes in like the Kraken itself and just locks right into the hair. I mean, there's quite a bit of tug, quite a bit of dryness, but really that does translate to strength at the end of the day. It's definitely got some strength in there at the initial styling, but what's interesting to me is even with all of that, even with all that tack, you can still run a comb through it without feeling like it's ripping your hair out. Now though, let's check out the final style 8 hours in. This was a particularly hot day too, or at least hot where I live. It was about 98 degrees, which I know some of you get even hotter than that, which is completely nuts to me. I mean, I was miserable at 98 degrees. I can't imagine it getting 115, 120. It's just unbelievable. But surprisingly, my hair held up really good. I can see some slight deflation going on there, some slight loss in hold, but you can really feel it still sitting in there, which means it didn't fully melt out or lift, which I think is a really good sign. Moving over to the washout now, this one's quick. For me, this was a straight water rinse, which was another surprising note, honestly, considering how much presence it had in the hair. Overall here, though, I do have a couple of thoughts on this matte paste. There are definitely things that I like about it, like the scent. Love the scent. Love the scent. I also think it has a solid consistency and overall hold strength. A firm hold for sure is what I saw. Definite firm hold, in my opinion, is what I saw here, and a solid matte finish. Where my criticism lies, though, has to do with the level of dryness. I do think that might be a turnoff for some thin or fine hair folks who don't particularly like that type of application. The styling overall, though, was solid for me, and the endurance, for what I consider to be a decently hot climate, did better than others I've tested, absolutely. And in order to get that type of result, you really are going to need to put up with some of that tug and pull, in my opinion, to get that strength into your hair. But how much dryness is too much dryness? That really is the final question, along with the final verdict of whether or not this is something you think you might want to style with. And if you would like to check this out for yourself, a link will be in the description down below. That's it though for today. Thanks so much for checking this out with me. Make sure you do the big 3 for me: like, comment, subscribe, and as always, take it easy. I'll see you next time.